Welcome to Ask Ms. ERP. The topic of this video is, do you need ERP governance? Hello everyone, Ms. ERP here. The simple answer to the question of do you need ERP or other enterprise application governance is yes. But what do I mean by governance? This is really developing mechanisms or rules of engagement so that your company is effectively using your ERP, ideally in the most efficient way. I'm quite passionate about this topic, but will try not to ramble on too long. Why is ERP governance important? For organizations accustomed to single-function systems, the required collaboration across different business areas is critical to realizing the benefits of a single integrated enterprise system. Additionally, a company's ability to realize the benefits of having a system such as an ERP is directly proportional to the level of adoption, leadership's endorsement, and management's ownership of standardized processes and data quality stewardship. In other words, everyone has to play nice in the same sandbox. Do not confuse governance with oversight. Governance is much more about ensuring that your application is supporting your business strategy, providing direction, and approving policies, rather than the actual execution of day-to-day tasks. A great place to start is to find yourself an executive sponsor, preferably someone who is a champion of ERP processes. It is common that this person is your CFO, but if you can get the CEO to avoid looking too finance-focused, that would be even better. There really does need to be one person who has overall accountability. With a committee, it is sometimes unclear who owns the accountability. This person acts as an advocate of the governance committees, ensuring internal support is provided for governance work, and to mediate and resolve any deadlocks should they occur. This executive sponsor can provide insight into your company's strategy to ensure alignment with business processes and systems, communicate periodic updates on initiatives to the rest of the executive leadership, and seek their approval for any significant enterprise-wide process or system change or any new initiatives being explored. The next step is to identify your stakeholders at a high level. Likely, this would be business areas such as finance, supply chain, HR, asset management, operations, and project delivery. Do not forget to include IT, as they will play an important role, which I will speak to in a moment. In reality, it is likely that everyone in your company uses your ERP in some way, especially if you are using employee functionality. But this does not mean that you have to have representation from everyone, particularly at first. I would suggest that you start with the business areas that have some accountability for ERP configurations or data. Once that team is working smoothly together, you could bring in other business areas who represent end users. Once you have identified your stakeholder areas, you then need to get senior leader buy-in that ERP governance is a good idea. I have yet to find anyone who disagrees that governance of what is usually your largest, most expensive system is a good idea, and hopefully some of the tips in this video will help you with that discussion. Once you have senior leader buy-in, they will need to assign someone from their area to represent them on your new governance committees. Ideally, you will create both a steering committee and a working or operating committee. The members of these committees need to be able to represent their business area's priorities and issues to the group, and then bring back any decisions, questions, or information from the group to their business areas. In other words, they are the conduit for collaboration across all business areas. For both committees, I would suggest that IT plays the role of chair, as they are the ones that are truly unbiased across different business areas. IT can also sometimes see some cross-functional impacts that others may miss. Also make sure that you have someone assigned to create agendas and take minutes, as these end up being part of an audit trail and are commonly referred back to, especially for the reasoning of any decisions. You could rotate both the chair and minute taker role once things are running smoothly.
Okay, let's bring this meeting to order. James, can you take notes?
The steering committee is typically made up of VP level people, should only need to meet quarterly, and is in place to approve operating committee recommendations or to provide strategic direction. As a team, they need to agree on a vision or mission statement and some goals and principles that can be used to guide the operating committee. I have some examples of these in video number 5. What about an ERP strategy, if you need a starting point? This group needs to have an enterprise view, be an advocate of the system by promoting its use, assist in removing any obstacles, and if necessary, approve required resources for ERP initiatives. The working or operating committee really does the heavy lifting. Usually, these are the line managers from your key stakeholder groups and possibly specialists, such as architects. They should meet weekly or bi-weekly and must be able to represent their area to the committee by providing business knowledge and expertise. I will go into some detail on what this committee does in the next video. What are ERP governance activities? There are other components to IT application governance, but they are not unique to ERPs. By this, I mean things like change control, release management, and the possible need for ad hoc incident response teams. Hopefully, these processes exist in your company for all of your technology, and the ERP or other enterprise application should be able to just use whatever standard tools and processes are already in place. No point in reinventing the wheel. One note on change control. This is particularly important for shared systems like ERPs to avoid unintentional cross-functional impact. If it is a big change, it likely should be a discussion topic at an operating committee meeting before the change even starts. This was just a brief overview on governance, but hopefully will provide you the reasons why it is important and give you a place to start. Once you get going, you will wonder how you managed without it. This concludes the Do You Need ERP Governance topic. There is a link on askmizerp.com to email me to ask questions or suggest topics for future videos. Or you can just add comments on any YouTube video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and see you on the next video.